There you are. It's about time you got here. Where have you been? I've been waiting for you to arrive for days now. Hold on. Are you all they sent? Didn't the Tribunal send you? Well, no matter. I'm just glad you're here. This is Circa Mora, the Cirque. The Lotus Plague reached us right before the Malborn arrived. They claim they're here to help, but I don't trust them. In all the confusion, I'm embarrassed to admit that I lost track of my brother, Dethesum. He's the town consul. Yesterday he went to check on the townsfolk afflicted by the plague, but he's disappeared. Can you help me find my brother? Someone in town must know what happened to Dethesum. He loves to visit and chat with all of our neighbors. Come on. The sooner we find my brother, the sooner I can start thinking about dealing with the plague. Oh, by Vivek! Where are my manners, of course? That's the least I can do since you agreed to help me find my brother. What would you like to know? As the ranking member of House Redoran in this town, he's more or less the one in charge. He's good at it too. The townsfolk look to him for leadership and advice. And truth be told, so do I. The Malborn. They're a fairly new sect, as far as I can tell. Part mercenary group, part compassionate charity. They've been helping those afflicted by the plague. They showed up here and set up a quarantine, and now they claim they have a cure. They have members from across Morrowind, and they're always looking for new recruits. I heard one of them speak in Kraganmore. A lot of nonsense, if you ask me. Nostrum Breva is in charge of the quarantine, and she's the one handing out the curative. You haven't heard about the Lotus Plague? People get sick, turn violent. Some claim they become monsters, but I haven't seen it. At least not yet. The Malborn have a cure. They promised to fix this. That's why we let them set up their quarantine.
I hate all this waiting around.
I'm writing to my cousin to let him know about this plague. I want him to leave Mournhold before the plague spreads there.
Hey, you're going the wrong way! Fine. Go ahead and leave. I'll do this myself. Hey, you're going the wrong way! Fine. Go ahead and leave. I'll do this myself.
My wife's been helping out since she arrived. She's sick, but she still goes out of her way to lend a hand.
Grell! Grell, are you in here?
I feel terrible. There are torch bugs in my eyes. The Maulborn smell like Daedra. Brave little scream, do you know how to swim?
By the tribunal! Grell! Grell, please! We're your friends! Poor Grell. What in Oblivion's name happened to him? Let's get out of here. Uncle, are you all right? You look so pale. No wonder my brother wouldn't let me come by to visit.
Don't worry about me. I'll be back on my feet in no time. But what about you? Your brother said that neither of you had taken the curative yet.
Uncle, I'm not sure about these Maulborn, and their curative sounds too good to be true, but don't worry about me. Just take care of yourself.
I see Arona has conscripted a new soldier into her private army. Is Dethisum missing? He was by yesterday for a visit. I know he had other stops to make. He did seem concerned about the Maulborn, though. Sealing themselves in their quarantine, no longer providing the curative. It made him furious. My niece's visit was more than enough. I feel better already. Besides, I've overcome worse ailments than a queasy stomach and a bad cough. I'll be fine. Well, a good conversation is like a hot bowl of guar liver soup. It soothes the aches that ail you. What did you want to ask? Well, I think it was 12 mornings ago. The day the wild Nix got into the brooding elf's trash receptacles. Nostrum Breva had the quarantine up in a matter of days. Then she started distributing the curative. They call it the Lodos Plague. Maybe Vivek knows where it came from, but I certainly don't. I can tell you that it's going to have to try harder if it really wants to kill me. Or turn me into some kind of monster, if you can believe the stories. I am a blood kin of House Rederum, if that's what you're asking. More a third cousin twice removed, if you want to be specific. But I've been close to Arona and her family since she and Dethisum were children.
Please go away. It hurts to talk. By the three, this place smells terrible.
Oh, look at me. I'm a terrible mess. You really must excuse my dreadful appearance. I haven't been feeling very well lately. By the way, you haven't seen Nostrum Breva, have you? She promised to bring me more of the Malborn curative. Dithisum, the town council? Such a nice young man. Why, I do recall that he came to see me yesterday. He said he had other townsfolk to check on, but that he would bring me a curative as soon as he could. The curative? Remarkable stuff. Tastes awful, but wipes the plague right out of your system. One of those delightful Malborn gave me one a few days ago. Nostrum Breva, she called herself. But I think I need another dosage.
The sicker people get, the more incoherent they become, and now it looks like the rumors are true. The Lotus Plague does turn people into monsters. I don't think we're ever going to find my brother. The quarantine. I guess it makes sense that Dithisum would want to go see what the Malborn are doing in there. And I've yet to see any evidence that the curative works. All right, if you want to go to the quarantine, I'll go with you. The Malborn set up the quarantine around the old graveyard. In the beginning, they were letting people inside and freely distributing the curative, but they closed the front gate a few days ago and haven't responded to any of our requests. Dithisum provided them with the old graveyard key when they first arrived, and I've seen Malborn coming and going through the back gate. If we go to the back gate, I'm sure we can get one of the Malborn to let us inside.
Mimic the water and flow, and we will have no cause to inflict angry pain upon each other. The Malborn discarded these crates, so now they belong to us.
Look, it's just like I told you. The Malborn are using the back gate. Hey, you're going the wrong way! Let's see if one of them has the key. Fine. Go ahead and leave. I'll do this myself. Look, it's just like I told you. The Malborn are using the back gate. Let's see if one of them has the key.
You have to open those gates eventually, you swits! What are they up to in there? And why won't they let me get a look at their curative? Oh, sorry. I didn't see you standing there through the haze of my indignation. Can I help you? No, wait! You can help me. I'm the town alchemist, and I want to get a sample of the Maulborn curative. They refused to give me any. Proprietary formula, they said. Well, I want to figure out what's in this miracle elixir. I don't trust anything labeled proprietary. Do you always skip ahead in the story? No one has an iota of patience anymore. But yes, I need a few bottles of the curative. I'm sure you'll be able to find some inside the quarantine. Then we'll see what's in this proprietary formula. Just watch your step in there. I don't trust these Maulborn or their good intentions. As long as you promise to collect the curatives as soon as we're done, ask away. Not much. They say they're here to help, but they certainly don't act like any charitable caregivers I ever met. I don't trust them. Which is why I want to find out what's in the curative they're pushing on the populace. There's not much to tell. They claim the elixir is a cure for the low-dose plague, but I haven't seen anyone recover from the illness yet. But I could tell you more once you get me a few samples of the curative to examine. I'm an alchemist. I took over for Arnis when he retired. I also have a bit of training as a healer. Before the Maulborn arrived, I was the one the townsfolk came to see when they got sick.
By the three, this
feel
place chills me to
wrong.
the bones. Let's see if we can find my brother and then get out of here.
Don't come any closer. I don't want you to get the plague. I'm waiting for my next dosage of curative. 1 or 2 more doses, and I expect to be back on my feet in no time.
Don't touch anything, and try not to breathe too deeply. The affliction, it's everywhere. Everywhere! The plague. It's in the air and the water. It's even on your skin. Crawling, burrowing, getting deep inside. Do you understand? It's not safe. And they're watching us. Always watching.
All right then. Now I feel icky all over.
Please. More curative. I need more curative. The Nostrum. She comes and she goes. I don't think the curative is really helping. But she said I need to get ill before I get better. It feels like I'm burning up.
Those Nyx fleas promised they would help. They promised they had a cure.
As soon as I get well, I'm going to join the Maulborn. I want to help others, just as they helped me.
Dathisa, my brother, what happened to you? By the three, I fear the plague consumes you, brother.
Arona, what are you doing here? It's not safe.
The Maulborn attacked us, and the afflicted are turning into plague husks. Oh, Dathisa, this is dreadful.
The Maulborn are spreading the plague. For some reason, they want everyone to become afflicted. They're not healers. They're monsters. The low-dose plague. I have no idea why. But it's clear to me that the Maulborn curative is actually the source of the disease. Whatever they're planning, you have to stop them. That's not important. Get my sister out of here and stop the Maulborn. Destroy the so-called curative and put an end to that mad woman Nostrum Breva. Then convince her. I'm too far gone. I don't want to become one of those things and hurt my sister. Besides, she's a Redoran. She has a duty to the Cirque and its people. You are as hard-headed and stubborn as my sister. Vivek, damn you. Fine. Do what you must. But if the unthinkable occurs, I expect you to stop me before I hurt anyone.
Dathisa, you swit. We're not leaving without you.
I hope you know what you're doing. I could become a plague husk at any moment.
My decision is final. Besides, you're sick, and your judgment can't be trusted. I'll get us out of here while our friend deals with the Maulborn. I'll get my brother out of here. Thank you for helping me find him. I know you can take care of yourself, just make sure you give these Maulborn a taste of their own bad medicine. For me.
All right, we're done here. Pack everything up. We need to regroup with the other Maulborn cadres and deliver this plague to the rest of Deshan. We need to get these crates to Narcissus as soon as possible. You can't stop the Maulborn, you fool! We are the cleansing fire that burns across Morrowind!
Were you able to acquire any samples of the Moleborn curative? I'm really curious to see what the elixir is made of. I've been watching the townsfolk who received the curative and came to the same conclusion. But I'll be able to tell for sure after I analyze the elixir. Take this. It isn't much, but I'm sure you didn't have too much trouble in there. Thanks for your help. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some alchemical wizardry to perform.
This is unacceptable. People are dying, actually dying. There are dead bodies piled in carts. I won't let them cut off my wife like some dead peasant.
I came here so my dear Urinar could be cured, but I've been inspired. If they'll have me, I'm going to join the Moleborn and make sure others get the help they need.
This damn plague. I need help, but I don't trust these Moleborn cultists. Who are they? Where did they come from? Why haven't we heard about them before?
Is this the place? Quarantine Cirque?
We're almost there. Soon, the Moleborn will give us the cure.
If they get to me in time.
Of course they will. You'll be fine.
If it doesn't work, you should know I've always...
Don't say it. There's a cure. There has to be.
Glad to see you managed to make it out of the quarantine too. Does that mean those Moleborn fetchers have been dealt with? Not well. Alchemist Naline fancies herself something of a healer, and she's been working with the Thisum and the other afflicted. Hopefully she'll devise a treatment for them soon. Some. She seems confident at least. But what do I know of drafts and elixirs? But tell me, do you think the Moleborn pose a threat to the rest of Deshawn? That's what I'm thinking as well. But maybe your efforts were enough to put an end to all that. For now at least, the Cirque is safe. Take this as a thank you for helping us. The Moleborn have been dealt with, but I could use a little more of your help if you don't mind. It's my brother. He's still ill and his condition has taken a turn for the worse. Naline is working to develop some kind of treatment, but she could use your assistance. She can't work at her alchemy table and also gather the components she needs. Talk to Naline. Let her know I ask you to assist her. She can be a little aloof, but she'll tell you what she needs you to do.
I'm glad to see you and Narona were successful. That young woman's got more guts than she knows what to do with, but I can't fault her intentions. Yes, thank you, and I feel better as well. I guess I really didn't have the Loder's Plague after all.
Yes? It's nice to see you again, of course, but I am kind of in the middle of something here. You certainly are an inquisitive one, aren't you? If you must know, Arnis lets me use his equipment until I can set up a shop of my own. Not that I really want to tell you my life story, but I was apprenticed to Arnis. Then the plague struck the Cirque and other priorities took precedence. I'll be on my own soon enough, provided the town survives this crisis. Did she? Well, I suppose I do. There are a few additives I require, but I can't very well walk away from my table while the Thisum and the rest of the townsfolk need my skills. Even this interruption can prove disastrous where alchemy is concerned. I need Kind's Heart healing herbs, sour milk tea, and dragon scale mushrooms. The innkeeper usually has healing herbs. Grell Flan loved sour milk tea, and Sorel Tatus had a taste for exotic mushrooms. You should find what I need in those locations.
Naline, please. You have to help him. Is he going to be all right?
Have a little patience, Aroun. Dithisum is strong, and Naline knows what she's doing. He'll be fighting off Lady Hlalu again in no time.
It's times like these when I wish I had more help around here. Is there something I can get you? Well, I might have some around here someplace, but Kyne's heart is very rare and valuable. I can make a fair bit of gold if I hold out for the right price. What? Why didn't you say so? I owe Dithesa more than I could ever repay. Plus, he's always been a good customer. Please, take this. It's all I have left.
Have any beds become available? My lord is terribly ill.
The situation is the same as it was the last time you inquired. You're welcome to remain here, or feel free to move into the next hall for a hot meal and a cool drink.
Sometimes soup really is the best medicine. Hot, tasty, and made with your own 2 hands. Well, not your hands, that would be disgusting.
You look a little parched, friend. Perhaps I can assist you with that.
I'm here for the cure, that's all. Please tell this woman that I'm not interested.
I was just telling handsome Bellows here about a quiet place I know. But my, look at you. I think you might be more fun.
Wherever we are, wherever we go, my sister finds someone to flirt with. We came here to help, but she's more interested in aiding the not quite sick among the crowd, and those with a bit of muscle tone. Typical.
Alaru means everything to me. I'm not leaving her side.
I feel terrible, but I'm not worried. London will take care of me.
I miss my brother and my father. I even miss my brother's silly little Nyx hound. Does that mean I'm dying?
You know, I never appreciated the hired help before I got sick. When I'm well again, I'm giving gifts to all my servants.
They lied to us. The damn Malborn lied to us. Who's going to cure me now?
My wife. I think the plague has rattled her mind. I pray that she recovers, but I fear the damage may be too severe.
Where did you go to get those ingredients? Windhelm? No matter, you're here now. Were you able to acquire everything on my list? Healing herbs, dragon scale mushrooms, sour milk tea. Yes, it's all here. I need to stay here and monitor my patient's condition. Go over to the alchemy table and mix those ingredients together, please. You did it? Well done. I never doubted you for an instant. Now, let me have the mixture, if you please. This appears to be perfect. I truly am impressed. Now we'll see what happens and leave the rest in the Tribunal's hands. Our friend has done well. I'm not sure this will cure the plague, but it should at least slow down its progress. All right, that's it. Visiting time is over. Everyone out and let my patient rest.
You heard the lady. Let's go wait outside.
Please, Mother Morrowind, please help Dithesum get well.
Eileen knows what she's doing. Dithesum will be fine. You'll see.
I don't know how to thank you. Without your help, the Maulborn would have destroyed the Cirque. I know. His fate is in the Three's hands now, but he certainly has a fighting chance thanks to you. Here, take this. There's no way I can truly repay you for what you've done for the Cirque, but it's a start.
I'm happy to say that the suppressant works. It's not a cure, but it should buy me the time I need to find a way to beat the plague.
That's wonderful news. If I wasn't worried about spreading the plague, I'd kiss you right on the lips.
So the Maulborn lied to everyone. I figured as much. This doesn't bode well for Narcissus, though. Narcissus sent me to investigate quarantined Cirque. Now that I know a mad cult is poisoning our people, I'm even more concerned. The Maulborn are a menace. They're appearing all across Deshaan. Even Narcissus is in danger. I need to stay here and finish my investigation. If you're heading south, would you carry a message to guard Verilu at Narcissus? She needs to know what happened here.